Hello, Mastertron Tamer here. I have got an unboxing and review for you of the AOKA ultralight full-size tripod. So we're going to see if it lives up to that. So the first thing I wanted to mention about this is the way it arrived. It was shipped in this box. Now, when you check out on Amazon, there's a very small little checkbox that you can check that says, do not ship it in this box. The reason for that, I'm assuming, would be is you're giving it to somebody as a gift, or you possibly don't want somebody to see what's on your porch. In any event, remember that little checkbox is there. So let's go ahead and open this. So I see some tape here, more over here. What about the top? Yeah. So this is taped up good, and that makes me feel really good that this has not been returned. So it all looks original to me. So we go ahead and open that up. And padding. Warranty card. I don't even see, kind of abbreviated instructions. Just a warranty card. And then here is the whole kit with everything you get. And we'll go through this one piece at a time. So, which one should we start with? Well, the tripod, of course. Let's pull that out and see what we've got there. All right. Okay, so the first thing I'd love to somehow be in a situation where you could do this, but these have a very nice feel to them. They're movable, but they're not going to wobble. Yeah, those feel really nice. So this is our base tripod. It's going to do a little magic trick here for us, but let's start by looking at how high we can get this thing with just what we've got here. So, let's see. All right. So I'm pretty sure that's going to put that right out of frame. But if I was to lower this behind me, it's just about up to the top of my table. So that gives you kind of a height comparison for how big it is. So I can show you all the goodies. I think I'm going to go ahead and reduce it down. Because we've got a lot more things to put on it. So let's go ahead and get it smaller. All right. So, I'm always curious. Sometimes you have those little twisty feet on the bottom here, which exposes a spike and different deals. We'll see what we've got going on here. Okay, so we have a rubber cap that goes over a little spike. Let me zoom this in just a little bit so that you can see that a little bit better. There you go. You can see that pretty good. So that's what you would use if you were putting it in ground, and you would put these little rubber caps and keep those on there for just about everything else. All right, so this is pretty straightforward. Let's look through the mechanics of the thing. So this little lever here, okay, so that's our ball mount. That allows the ball mount to pivot. What about turning? As far as panning. Okay, so we loosen this knob right here when we want to pan it. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this quick mount. So this loosens. Something, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at that in a second. But let's start here with the mount. Let's put a camera on it so that will work good. So I have a medium-sized camera here. It's not a little toy. but it's not a big professional grade camera either. And that's kind of what I would envision a tripod like this being used for. Okay, so I have now turned that on, and I'll lower the quick mount in there and then tighten it up. So that's relatively sturdy. It's very quick. And I did want to mention all these components I'm seeing here. I think they're aluminum, so they are metal. So that's good. So yeah, that seems to work good. There was another thing I saw here. Let me take the camera off for a minute. And this is a little bit different than things I've seen before. Let me zoom in on that just a little so you can see it a little bit more. Here we go. This appears to be a bubble level right there. And that's unusual just because of the direction that it's pointing out. So we're obviously not going to want to level the tripod like this. So let's be creative. How would you use that? Okay, so there is a slot here. So if I pull this all the way down, this is now vertical. And maybe this is how they envision us using the bubble level. Maybe we're supposed to pull this down to this level and then go ahead and level it. If I find out different, but for now, I'm pretty sure that's what it does. All right, so that's good. Now, you may have noticed when I showed you the box earlier that there's this little piece I just saw. And I think I know what this is for. So with this little doodad, we can tighten that into the same quick mount. And here, I'm going to rotate this around so that's a little easier. Oh, maybe I should get it that way. And this is going to be for your mobile phone. This pulls back. It feels very tight. Rubber with a ridge in it on top and bottom. So that's going to probably hold that phone pretty secure. So if you're one of those photographers that just uses your smartphone, this would work for you. But even still, even if you're not, if you use a more traditional camera, this would be a great backup, right? If something were wrong with your mainline camera, you could still capture a sunset or whatever it is you were trying to get. So that's a nifty little thing that comes with it in the kit. All right, I think we have gone through the major components of what's in the box, but this is a height extension. Let's see, so we're gonna put it on there. I bet you we can get even more. Yeah, I thought these were twists. So we can actually extend it all this far. And like I said, the tripod was almost up to table height already, but this is pushing it well out of frame. I think you can see that. So let me collapse it so that I can keep it in a situation where you can see it. All right, so we've got that piece. So obviously we need to take this head off, right? There's got to be some way to do that. Down here, this is just a 1/4-20 thread. So I'm assuming that that thread's on the top of here. Well, that's not twisting. Tighten down the pan. Ah, there it goes. It was nice and tight. Now that I have tightened down the pan screw, this comes right off. All right, so that came off. then got to get these going to the right piece, and then we can turn this right on here. So give that a push test. Yeah, that is solid. That feels really good. So just based on what the legs will do, plus this is also in 3 pieces, just like the legs are in 3 pieces. I'm pretty sure this is going to come right up to my eye height. I'm not really worried about it. I'm over 6 foot tall, and I think this will be great. All right, so let me go ahead and take this off again, and we'll take this end off. Again, let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see what's going on here. There's a little threaded insert right here. So this is obviously so you can use attach different things that have a different threaded mount other than the 1/4-20. That just makes me a little nervous. I'd be a little afraid that that might actually at some point come back out of there, so, and get lost out in the field. So that's something I would keep an eye on. While it's fantastic that it could go on, different mounts, that's definitely something that could get lost. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. Okay, and I think we tighten it, and then we can now we can pan. So that's great. Let's see what else we've got. There's got to be some more goodies in our box. Oh, there's a few more goodies. Let's pull out what we've got here. Okay, so let's start here. We have 2 Allen keys. What are we going to use those for? Because these are all knobs. Oh, okay. These are for tightening the legs. So I'm assuming you put an Allen key in both sides. Let me turn that around so you can see that. And then you would tighten that. So I'm not going to mess with mine because they're adjusted great right now. But I guess over time they might get loose and you would need to adjust that. So they've given you 2 Allen keys to facilitate that. That's a nice touch, actually. Then we've got this little clip, and it's got yet another adapter on it. So that's also useful, and they put that one on a clip, so hopefully it doesn't get lost. But that takes care of it, except for this. We have a bag for it. So, of course, it has their brand on it. Let's see how this all goes in there. Now, there's an interesting feature I can see already. Put my finger in there, so hopefully you can see it better because it's black on black. But that's where, oh, I know what it's for. It's for our extension. It's just the right size. So that's going to fit in there. Now, no doubt that would have fit in the bag with the rest of the tripod, but I guess they don't want it banging around on the tripod and scraping it up. So yeah, again, that's a nice professional touch to put that in its own. So we'll tighten this up, and I think the position I kind of want this in is like that. I think that would be the most protected. And then I'll go ahead and put that in. Yep. And the other thing that I personally would I would carry this, except it doesn't have a special pouch. But, having that little mount, that is a nice bonus to have. For all you know, you're going to make a new friend on the road and you're going to want to take a selfie together. So you'll have that if you've got that there. But I think that's it. That's the complete kit. This, just from looking at it, would fit in any suitcase, even the smaller ones, or a small or medium-sized backpack. So this looks like a pretty good deal when it comes to that. And of course, a regular tripod is pretty hard to get into a suitcase. So I envision this mainly for travel. However, it is one that you could take with you on other jaunts where you just didn't want to take a full-size tripod. And I guess I say full-size with a grain of salt, because this is full-size. It's just not as beefy, but it feels darn good for what it is. So that's my initial impressions anyways. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to this channel and be sure and like it to show that you like it. That's the best way to do that. I'll take another way you can say how much you like it. Leave a comment. I do look at all the comments, so if you leave a comment and there's something I missed about a feature in this product, let me know, because I would like other people to know about it if that is the case. But I appreciate those comments. I do look at them. Perhaps there's another product that you would like me to review that you're thinking about buying. In any case, that's what comments are for. So I'll see you in our next video.